Hey there, my friends, and welcome back to episode 2 of my beginner's gameplay series for Timberborn. I'm Icon, and the drought is upon us. So, when we haven't had enough water yet, we won't get new water for the next 3 days. But, same goes for food. The fields are empty, as we see here. Barren earth, barren shrubs. Everything's looking quite fierce. We see here that the water in the deeper ponds disappears a lot slower. It ultimately disappears still, but it really does make me wonder if there is any way to preserve water even in the drought period. Because as we see here, this one is lasting quite long, or even forever. So if that, I'll have to check out this spot in a day or two. If that spot stays, then this is the depth we need to go for if we want to conserve water during the drought season. And I think that's a smart thing to do. So water, as you see here, transports fertility. I mean, we could now go down there and live there for a couple of days. Bad idea. Instead, let's live from the stuff we got. Also, I have now newly built a inventor, so my beavers are now sciencing stuff. But beyond that, there's really not much to do for us. We can't produce anything, and we just have to survive that. But judging from what I'm seeing here so far, we're holding out quite well. We're already past the first half of the drought. It's the last third now breaking in. But you have to keep in mind, it does take a while after the drought before the water really comes back. So the 3 days here depicted are in real measurements more like 1.5 days, at least from my experience. So let's do another thing. Planks. No planks at all here. And I don't know, 20 planks? Yeah, I'm okay with this storage of 20 planks. You have to be careful if you have these lumber mills up and running. They can easily drain your log supplies completely, and that's not a good thing. You might want to have your logs for other things. But overall, I am quite happy to see my extreme storage measurements, or my extreme storage precautions, let's call them precautions, really paid off. Very happy about that. So drought will be over tomorrow. No biggie. We went through that like champs. And also, it shows me that we are fairly overproducing carrots right now. That's a good thing. That means we can safely go on with that. And, well, there are different things that I like to do. The first thing that I'd like to do would be to build a bridge. So, can act as a bridge or a foundation for other buildings, and that would be the real bridge, but that costs more than that. Okay, so the water will be soon back, and I see here that, well, I am not... I don't have enough workers right now to get the job done, so here comes the water again. And now with 4 farm hands, I think we should be perfectly capable of getting the job done. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn off this one here, because last season I totally noticed that 2 farm hands were absolutely enough to seed out all the carrots. We needed 4 people when it was harvest time. Not before that. Oopsie. It seems like the sowing season is taking way less time than the other way around. Okay, so the first thing that I want to research here is quite boringly the forester, but the forester allows us to plant trees and bushes, which is just massive. We can reforest these areas, and not only reforest, we can also decide then where the forests are actually going to grow, which is a very, very big thing. Okay, So my population keeps growing, which is, as a matter of fact, a good thing. And also, we gain now planks for the first time. Well, everything's looking good so far. I'll be re-enabling the other gatherer here, so we can gather some extra berries there. And I'm really considering another lumberjack over here. Not sure about that yet, though. Okay, so we got one inventor. Vaguely... I'm somewhat tempted to put up another one, but it's not that necessary right now. In my opinion, at least. I'll rather save my workforce for other things. Because if I have learned one thing about this game, then that is very, very important to be conservative with your workforce in general. Okay, so if I put up the forester here, I can't take care of that area here anymore. But is that really so much of a problem? In a way, yes, and in a way, no. We will put up the forest. Well, it's really a rough decision to take. Ah, no, I wish I could see the environment there. So, well, as a matter of fact, I don't want this patch here to be overly indulged. But what I want to do is... Yeah, this is good. So here we still have access to the berry fields. Goodness. Alrighty. Because we really need more logs. We really, really do. Right now it's kind of a catastrophe. And due to that, we're also going to put up a new lumberjack flag. And we're going to cut them trees over here too. I have enough workforce for that. And it is really important for my building projects that get up more resource. Because right now, I feel like I'm running out of wood, which is bad. So the next big thing that I want to research is a bridge, because I want to get over to this side of the river. This fertile ground here will allow me to bring my population a little bit more into, or no, to allow me larger population numbers. That's more what I want to say. Because we will have a lot of agricultural space there, which is good. I want potatoes. Only so you know. Okay, so with that new lumberjack building over here, I am very, very confident that we will have enough timber. And I'm also going to delete now the third lumberjack flag here, because I really think that one lumberjack for this section, one lumberjack for this section, and the third one for this section should be okay for now. Most of the time they are not doing anything. I wish there would be a workload readout on these things. That would be really, really cool. We could see how how efficient or inefficient a building is actually working. But maybe in a future version, who knows. Another thing that I really want to have is another pump. I am a strong believer in the statement that I can't ever have too much water. Water won't go bad. The only thing that goes bad is my people without water. Just so. Okay, we got the forester now. Awesome. So when we come down to crops, there's carrots with 4 days to grow, potatoes with 6 days to grow, and wheat with 10 days to grow. And bushes and trees have a similar thing going on here. So first off, we can now plant out blueberries in a more efficient way. We can now create real blueberry fields, if you want to say so. There we go. So this amps up our food production to a completely new level. And of course, this works also with these trees. And there's pine, And you see here, pines take 12 days to grow and yield 12 logs. A birch needs only 9 days to grow, but yields only 1 log. Last but not least, there's the maple, which needs the double time to grow, which needs 24 days to grow, but yields a whopping amount of 8 logs. So there's actually a lot of thinking behind that wood stuff in this game, and I really like it. So for now, we're going to set up a little bit of a pine forest, or maybe that's a little bit much. Maybe that's a little bit much. Let's do something like that first. I got no clue how quick or slow the forester actually does work. So if I have the necessary workforce, yeah, we do. Just going to put up a second forester over here. So this is rather sad. I would need a third forester for all of these. Oh, shoot. But if I place the forester over here... Oh yeah, let's do this. This is a nice placement because this allows me to have a nice forest area here, because as it seems, where there's trees growing, I can't really do much against that, as you see here. But on the other hand, I think this is a wonderful spot to grow some maples, you know? Some really long growing stuff that will take us forever until it's grown, but on the other hand, it will bring us somewhere. I like that. I think I have accidentally deleted a carrot planting area. Okay then, we're going big, guys. I like it. Okay, at the same time, research is dripping in, and I want to research the platforms next. And we have no homelessness yet. No homelessness yet. Let's build yet another lodge, because I'm quite positive about that. The water storage is held completely, and we're also bringing up a third pump, so my water production will increase by another 33%, and therefore, no, it's actually more. Whatever. Therefore, we have more than enough water available, and now it's harvest season, so let's turn on the second farmhouse. Really like that strategy. It's working out great. And also, it seems as if we don't have enough storage. So larger warehouses would need more than that. We can also stack warehouses on top of each other. The whole stacking mechanic is awesome about this game. I really like that. Alright. We're going to have another forester here. And I guess I will take the bitter pill and build another forester later up here later. Right now we don't really need that. It's going to be okay to have all this area here completely under control. Alright, let's mix a bit. I'm a bit cautious right now about the amount of trees I plant, but I mean, on the other hand, what bad can possibly happen out of too many trees? Okay, wonderful. I'm not expanding my water storage for now, or should I? I mean, we have a ever increasing birth rate. Well. You see, there's a nice little spot here for another water tank or two. The good thing is, those water tanks, they have only an initial cost, And after that, they don't eat anything. Alright, we had... Did somebody die of old age again? Don't know. Alright, so I think it's time to think about leisure. So rooftop terraces are cool. I really like that. You can put them on top of buildings. We can build a campfire though. Satisfies social life. So what does social life do for our beavers, actually? Growth speed. That's useful. That's very, very useful. Okay. Bring up a campfire here in the vicinity of this district here. So I thoroughly enjoy how this game is working so far. The only bad thing about it is it's still early access, but you know, the good thing is it's still early access, so it's still expanding. It has good and bad sides, you know. Alright, we're sciencing our way up to the next technology. I'm pretty sure those bridges will be pretty cost intense, though. Pretty sure. Okay, so let's see. We also have a slight shortage of workers right now, so things won't be getting done that quickly. A thing we can do, we can disable the gathering flag here. I like to have at least 2 people in the district center, because your district center is where you have all these people doing the odd jobs, carrying stuff from A to B, building stuff, and it's never good if you are understaffed in that area. And I just figured that with a campfire would be pretty good. More people growing up faster sounds like a good deal to me. Alright, we also happen to have a vast overproduction of food at this point, which is good. I hate underproductions. So the only thing I wish for in the future is a readout of the actual consumption of my settlement. That would be so useful. Because right now, it's a guesswork. I don't mind. I mean, that's sort of an extra challenge, and I'm certainly not muttering about that. But it's not exactly state of the art, you know. Nowadays we have better things to measure, stuff like that. All right, but so far, this game does pretty well at what it does. Now, we got almost an entire lodge available. There's a severe shortage of wood here, but the foresters will alleviate that problem with the passing of the time. I mean, I could cut those pines here, I guess. But on the other hand, this dude here is not even getting his job finished alone. So, I don't mind. Let's employ that forester here first, because I really want this little area here to be growing. The maple trees will take quite some time until they are done, but they will yield a ton of wood. Alright, the forester over here is done. Whoops. Let's bring up some extra pines. The foresters allow you so much freedom when it comes down to where you want to have what. I like that. So, cycle 2. Game measures time in cycles between the droughts, I suppose? No. They had extra storage available for planks. Here's the thing, I don't want more than 20 planks in my storages. It's very, very unfortunate if they do more. So, but they don't stop producing, sadly. Oh no! So right now we need actually logs, but the overproduction but the production of planks doesn't stop only because the storages are full. This game is relentless. Okay. Too bad. So I'll have to turn off these things. Target productions would be something I would love to see in future versions. Allowing you to set up a certain production goal. Especially with refining industries. But I'm pretty sure we will see such things in the future. Very positive about that. So no wonder that nothing got done. Absolutely no wonder. So next year, I'm pretty sure we will be totally fine. Oh yeah, science platform. So a platform needs 2 logs and 4 planks. It's quite costly. But less costly than building an actual friggin' dam. So let's build up the first one of those. Let's see how it looks once it's done. Okay. Stuff's working out good for them beavers. We can also now enable that gatherer here. And I'm very, very tempted to put up a third forest up there, but one thing at a time. Not that insanely necessary. Hey, there's the next drought coming in 3 days. Okay. But I feel like we are well prepared. Here we go. Let's check it out. I love how everything looks in this game. Seriously. The optics here are really awesome. Okay. Let's make it happen. I hope. Well, as soon as my forests are at a point where they actually do yield some wood, stuff will be a lot better. So we now have a... Wait a sec. Social life? Did I read that out wrongly? Fertility? Dang. Where was that growing speed? Well, maybe growing speed is fertility. Whatever. I don't know where I misread that. I must have misread that. Whatever, ain't that horrible. I got the slight feeling as if we don't have enough campfire spot for everybody. Is that the thing? We'll find out. Okay. I like what I see here. Things are working out very, very good so far. We're slowly making up progress over the river too. I'm delighted. And yeah, we're going to cut those trees down here too. I mean, they won't regrow. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. They won't regrow, but whatever. They will yield us resources for now, and that's all that matters right now for me. I need the resource. And ultimately, once we have more water through here, I am pretty sure that this will work out again. Okay, I'm going to reactivate the lumber mill until the drought is over, because honestly, or until the drought starts, I should rather say. Because honestly, right now, I don't mind if we get some extra plank. And we're gonna have access to that area rather sooner than later. I love it. Okay. So next thing that I want to think about is the explosives factory and the dynamite. So explosives factory will need metal from us, so we'll need to gather some out of those ruins. But honestly, it ain't that far away now. Seriously not. So metal comes from a... Ah, we need to unlock the scavenger flag first. I see. Okay, so this is definitely the point where I think my society is strong enough to tackle a second scientist. Also, something I want to do is a rooftop terrace soon, because now my people have no problem with building stairs, because you need planks to build staircases. Hey, we got that. Nice. The crowd has started. Okay, so we're going to do a rooftop terrace on top of the warehouse. I love the idea. And to do so... Oh, we need to science the wooden stairs too. Oh, I had no clue. So we're going to... Oh, wait a sec. That's wrong. Going to put the staircase there. So you always need to connect things that are upstairs with staircases in this game. You can stack, but you don't have an automatic power to use that stacking to your advantage. Okay, well, we could power the lumber mill in drought seasons with beaver power. There's the power wheel, but I'm not really interested. I personally think that the power wheel is a energy source best used in environments that have no water, where you just can't accommodate a water input in any way. That's my personal opinion. And I don't mind if we have a couple of days without. And as you see here, the drought here is this time longer than the last one. Okay. Scary. Good thing that I pumped up my water storages, you know? Good thing. And we won't be stopping here. This the fact that the droughts grow longer is something that makes me immediately take precautions. So this building isn't... Ah, there's a lack of paths. Silly me. There we go. So now the beavers have a place to chill out. I mean, look. Isn't that friggin' cute? This is exactly the kind of thing I'm missing in so many games nowadays. Some love for detail that's not about gameplay, it's not about anything else than immersion and making the game look as it should feel. I love that. Good job, dear developers. Good job. Really makes me happy to play that. Alright, so looks like our water supplies are a little bit more strained this time, but by no means overstrained. But with the next cycle, I'll definitely put up more water production. Again, I know. And more water storage, but no more food production. We seem to be a-okay when it comes down to food production. The next thing that I'll do with concerning food production... Hey, bro. The next thing that I will do with food production will be sowing out potatoes and putting up the grill. Because this will satisfy nutrition tier 2 of our little dudes here. And nutrition tier 2 gives yet another boost in life expectancy. And this is really important. I mean, workforce, as you see in this game, is a very, very valuable good. And the more workforce you have, the more projects you can realize. And if you ever have a lack of workforce, well, where things can get messy. Alright, let's build up a couple of lodges extra. Only so my population may grow even more, because we actually don't have any issues with getting them through everything here. Okay, so far so good. I'm quite happy. The real question will be what will happen once the droughts get longer and longer. But I mean, as it seems now, we just need to amp up our water storages even more. I'm also considering bringing up a new water extraction site somewhere else. But for now, I think the distance between the water tanks and the actual community center here is pretty okay. It's very important to keep logistic pathways like these in your mind and polished, because that's where people can die, you know. The good news, though, we're sciencing ourselves up in a very, very respectable time. Now they're chilling out on the rooftop terrace too. Love that. So what can we do except for that? We can decorate things. So aesthetics will be satisfied via that. We can also put up roofs like that. And there's monuments, which also need science. Alright. So to make our people happier, we're going to need more than that. So now you see, social life is fully fulfilled. That one fireplace was not enough to start with. So one thing that I wanted to know is, what's aesthetics actually good for? Working speed. Oh yeah. Definitely will do that. Definitely will do that. Extra working speed is like extra workers at the end of the day. Speaking about extra workers, I am very curious to see how my work billet will look like when the drought is actually really over, and there comes the water. Alrighty guys, that ends today's episode number 2. I hope you enjoyed the show. I for sure had a really, really good time with this game, and I can't wait for episode 3. I guess with episode 3 I will solidify the things up here. Like, I want to research a little bit of aesthetics, probably think about researching a temple too. For now, I want to just raise the standards of living, and I am also considering plundering these ruins. Catch you guys next time. Drop your comment down below, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show, and of course, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications if you like that type of content. I do daily new content, so you can stay updated this way. See you guys next time. Bye bye.